Looking for creative interior design ideas for your home? You're in the right place. Welcome to a world where your living space can be transformed into a personal masterpiece with just a few innovative design tweaks. Today, we embark on a journey into the realm of creative interior design, an art that marries form and function to create spaces that are not just visually appealing, but also comfortable and practical. The importance of interior design lies in its ability to shape our daily experiences. The colors, the textures, the placement of furniture, all coalesce into an environment that can either energize or soothe us. It's not just about making a home look good, it's about creating a space that reflects your personality and caters to your lifestyle needs. So, whether you're a seasoned interior design enthusiast or a curious beginner, there's something here for everyone. Get ready to transform your home with these innovative design ideas. Understanding your space is the first step to great interior design. Just as a painter needs to understand his canvas before he begins to create, so too must we understand our space before we can begin to design it. So, let's dive right in. First, let's talk about assessing the size of your room. Every room, regardless of its size, holds a world of potential. A small room doesn't have to feel cramped, and a large room doesn't have to feel empty. By understanding the dimensions of your space, you can make strategic decisions about furniture placement and decor to create a room that feels just right. Next, consider the shape of your room. Is it long and narrow, square, full of odd angles? The shape of a room can greatly influence how we perceive the space. Understanding your room's shape can help you choose the right furniture and decor to enhance its natural flow and create a harmonious balance. Now let's talk about maximizing space. This is where creativity really comes into play. Think vertical storage, multifunctional furniture, and clever use of corners. By maximizing your space, you can create a room that is both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Natural light is also a key element to consider. It can completely transform a room, making it feel larger, warmer, and more welcoming. Pay attention to where the light comes into your room at different times of the day, and use this to your advantage when planning your design. Finally, consider the function of the room. A bedroom needs to be relaxing, a kitchen needs to be practical, and a living room needs to be comfortable for both socializing and relaxing. Keep the room's function in mind as you design, and you'll end up with a space that not only looks great, but also works perfectly for your needs. Before we move on to the fun part, remember, understanding your space is key. By taking the time to understand your space, you're setting the foundation for a successful interior design project. So, take a good look around your room. What do you see? Let's bring that vision to life. Now let's dive into the world of colors. Colors are the backbone of any design. They can transform a space, set a mood, and even influence our emotions. So how do we choose a color palette that complements the room's size, shape, and function? When selecting a color palette, consider the room's purpose first. If it's a place for relaxation like a bedroom, calming colors such as blues, greens, or soft neutrals might be the best choice. On the other hand, if it's an area for activity like a kitchen or a playroom, you might opt for more vibrant hues like reds, yellows, or oranges. Next, think about the size and shape of the room. Lighter colors tend to make a space feel larger and airier, while darker shades can create a cozy, intimate vibe. If the room is long and narrow, painting the shorter walls a darker color can visually widen the space. Conversely, painting the longer walls a lighter color can make the room appear more balanced. Colors can also affect our mood. Warm colors like red, orange, and yellow are energizing and stimulating, perfect for social spaces like the living room or dining area. Cool colors like blue, green, and purple are calming and relaxing, ideal for bedrooms or bathrooms. But remember, it's not just about the wall color. Your color palette includes all aspects of your room, from the furniture and decor to the lighting and accessories. The key is to find a balance. If you've chosen a bold wall color, consider neutral furniture to prevent the room from feeling too overwhelming. If your walls are neutral, you can use bold colored furniture or accessories for pops of color. Also, don't be afraid to experiment. Use paint samples on different walls to see how the color looks at different times of the day and under different lighting conditions. And remember, you can always change the color if it doesn't feel right. It's your space after all. With the right color palette, you can set the perfect mood for your room. Furniture and decor are where your design comes to life. This is the stage where your vision takes shape, where your chosen color palette finds its canvas. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of selecting furniture and decor that will transform your space into a delightfully cohesive haven. When selecting furniture, remember to keep the size and shape of your room in mind. It's all about balance and proportion. For a smaller room, consider slender, compact pieces that don't overpower the space. Larger rooms, on the other hand, can accommodate more substantial, bold pieces. The goal is to fill the space without making it feel crowded or sparse. The shape of your room also plays a crucial role. For instance, in a room with many angular lines, choosing furniture with rounded edges can soften the overall look. Conversely, in a room with many curves, angular furniture can provide a striking contrast. Next, let's talk about color. Your furniture should complement your chosen color palette, not fight against it. If you've gone for a more subdued palette, a statement chair or vibrant sofa can add a much-needed pop of color. If your color scheme is more daring, consider furniture in neutral tones to ground the space and prevent it from feeling overwhelming. Now, on to decor, the cherry on top of your design sundae. Decor items are the perfect way to infuse your personal style into the room. Art, rugs, pillows, mirrors, these are all great avenues to express yourself. Remember, these items don't have to match perfectly, but they should relate to your overall aesthetic. Consider the materials and textures of your decor. Mixing different materials like wood, metal, and glass can create an interesting visual dynamic. Similarly, playing with textures, smooth against rough, shiny against matte, can add depth and interest to your space. Finally, functionality is key. Your furniture and decor should serve a purpose, whether it's a comfy couch for lounging or a stylish bookshelf for displaying your favorite reads. Remember, your furniture and decor should be both functional and stylish. Keep these tips in mind as you select and arrange, and you'll be well on your way to creating a space that is uniquely yours. Lighting and accessories can make or break your interior design, a maxim that rings true throh all facets of design. It's like the icing on a cake, the final touch that truly brings your creative vision to life. Let's start with lighting. The first thing to keep in mind is that lighting isn't merely functional. It's a design element that can dramatically influence the mood and aesthetic of your space. There are 3 types of lighting you'll want to consider: ambient, task, and accent. Ambient lighting, often achieved through ceiling fixtures or floor lamps, provides general illumination for the room. It's the backbone of your lighting design, setting the baseline level of light. Task lighting, on the other hand, focuses on specific areas where you perform tasks, like under-cabinet lights in the kitchen for chopping veggies or a desk lamp in the study for reading. Accent lighting is where you can really get creative. This type of lighting is used to highlight specific design elements such as artwork or architectural features. It's your chance to spotlight the parts of your room that you're most proud of. Now let's talk about accessories. These are the personal touches that reflect your personality and make your space feel like home. It could be anything from a beloved collection of vintage books to a striking piece of abstract art. When choosing accessories, consider their size, color, and texture. A mix of different materials and finishes can add depth and interest to your design. Don't be afraid to experiment and play around until you find the perfect balance. Remember, accessories aren't just for decoration. They can also serve a practical purpose. A stylish throw blanket, for instance, can add a pop of color to your sofa and keep you cozy on chilly nights. Finally, it's all about positioning. Strategically arrange your lighting and accessories to emphasize the room's best features and create a pleasing visual flow. With the right lighting and accessories, your room will truly shine. So go ahead, let your creativity run wild and watch as your space transforms into the home of your dreams. And there you have it, a guide to creative interior design for your home. We've taken a journey through the world of interior design, starting with understanding your space. We learned the importance of taking into account the size, shape, and function of each room to create a harmonious flow throughout your home. We then dove into the art of choosing a color palette. Remember, colors can set the mood and tone of your space, so choose wisely. Next, we looked at selecting furniture and decor. The key takeaway here is to balance functionality with aesthetics. Your furniture should not only look good but also serve its purpose. Lighting and accessories were our next stop. We emphasized the role of lighting in setting the atmosphere and how accessories can add personality to your space. To conclude, I encourage you to experiment with these tips and find what works best for your home. Remember, the best interior design is one that reflects your personal style and meets your needs. Happy designing!